Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about She's Gotta Have It. And this movie is directed by Spike Lee, and it came out in 1986. And I've never seen this movie before, and I think I've only seen two movies from Spike Lee. And I was curious to check this one out, and I like this movie. I do think Do the Right Thing is a lot better than this movie, but I did enjoy the overall film as it is. I liked the story and the characters. I think that they're both memorable and likable characters. And that's kind of how I feel with Do the Right Thing. Like, the characters are all very distinct, likable, and memorable. Well, maybe not all likable, but very memorable characters in that movie. And this movie, very much the same thing, only not as unlikable for certain characters. There's certain things about a specific few characters that are unlikable, but it kind of makes them interesting, and it gives them character, and it doesn't make them fall into a trap of just being stereotypes or just like overly cartoonish and something that I am unable to take seriously. But instead, all the characters feel natural and they feel like real people, and also, like, Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee is also acting in the movie, and he does a good job. Like, he doesn't ruin the movie. In fact, he does help it, and this movie had a small budget. I don't know if it's adjusted for inflation. It had like $175,000 budget, and it grossed like $7 million or something. And it was profitable for sure. And I think that the movie, everyone making the movie did a pretty good job with that money. Just watching it, you wouldn't know that it's a really small budget. Much like Halloween, like that movie, it doesn't really feel super cheap. Like everything in that movie, it just feels like it's done really well for the most part, even if that's not a perfect movie. But what works about that movie really works, and you wouldn't really know that it's a low budget movie unless you looked it up. And I also enjoyed the storytelling for this movie. There were points where characters are talking directly to the camera as if they're narrating or breaking the fourth wall, or whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of a mix of both of that, but it's also a part of the film's universe in a sense, which I found to be kind of interesting. And at points, it did feel a little non chronological, but as the film goes on, it kind of syncs up with what characters are talking about and what things are happening within the film. And as far as issues go, I don't really have much because it's a film that doesn't really do anything particularly awful for the most part. There were some sound design choices that I could very clearly pick up on, and they were just stock sound effects. And I was like, yep, that happened, and it just felt a little cheap. But like I said, it is a low budget film. And also, one thing to say is that while no scene is bad in this movie, I feel, there wasn't any scene that stood out to me as particularly memorable. Like, it's all well handled, it's just not super memorable for me personally. And one of the major characters, Nora, and she has the most screen time out of any character in the entire film, as far as just one particular character. For me personally, she was the least interesting character in the whole film. And I do like what she brings out of each of the characters in the film. Like, her character does have a purpose, and she does serve a purpose in the film. And that's stuff I like. But as a standalone character, completely detached from what she brings out of everyone else, she's just not that interesting to me. But in the end, She's Gotta Have It. It's a good movie. I like what they explore story-wise and what they are able to do with an hour and a half runtime. It's not even an hour and a half, it's hour 25. But it's nice and short, and what they do explore I do like, and overall it is a good movie. So check it out if you haven't seen it already. And with all that being said, I'm going to give She's Gotta Have It a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought She's Gotta Have It, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for American Fiction. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.